Ever notice how exhausting it is to make everyone happy? The moment you stop trying, you'll discover a version of yourself you never knew existed. Let me tell you a story. I was in elementary school, and it was one of the first times I was aware that I was aware. I sat in the cafeteria with a tray of food, feeling like everyone was watching me. Not actually observing, just a possibility. And that was enough. Every move felt like it mattered. How I chewed, where I looked, what I said or didn't say. But the truth is, nobody cared. Everyone was too busy worrying about themselves. But the idea someone might be judging me was enough to make me shrink, to adjust, to perform. The worst part? That habit followed me into adulthood. At work, online, even with friends. All my choices and decisions were for them, whoever they are. Even 2,000 years ago, humans struggled with the exhausting desire to fit in. Marcus Aurelius knew this pressure. He once wrote, "Don't waste the rest of your time worrying about other people, unless it affects the common good." He warned that when you obsess over what so-and-so is doing, or what they're thinking, you lose yourself. You stop focusing on your own mind, your own well-being. I want you to imagine this. You're driving home, stuck in traffic. The sun is low. Your shoulders tight against the seat. It's been a long day, and work has drained you. Your boss is pressing on a deadline this week you already know you can't meet. The air feels thinner with every thought, crawling toward a slow suffocation. On the way home, your phone rings. A friend invites you to a concert tonight. You think, of course not. I need to rest before tomorrow. But the words catch in your throat. You hesitate. A rush of scenarios play out in your mind. Is she going to think less of me if I say no? I can't afford to lose her as a friend, not getting invited to the next event. I don't want to seem boring. You don't want to be that person who says no. Your cheeks flush a bright red. Silence stretches. And then, yeah, I'm down. Your grip on the phone loosens, and your lungs finally fill. For a brief heartbeat, you feel lighter, seen, safe. But as quickly as the relief came, it fades. Your smile feels heavy on your face, and your troubled breathing returns. You realize you're not going to get rest tonight before your deadline. You're trading sleep for someone's smile, for approval, and piece by piece, you hand yourself away. We all fear being disliked. We fear seeming different, and so we hand over authenticity in exchange for approval, fitting in at the cost of our sanity. How do you know that this friend would have thought less of you had you said no to the invitation? The truth is, you don't. You cannot stop someone from thinking what they will. You cannot manage every perception. The harder you try, the more you sacrifice yourself for an approval you'll never hold in your hands. But here's the shift. The discomfort you feel when you say no is not rejection. It's not loss. It's the friction of honesty. It's the tension of living as yourself, rather than as the version you imagine others want to see. The realization is this. You don't owe the world a performance, and the people who matter most, the ones who truly care for you, are not keeping score of your refusals. They are watching for your truth. Epictetus was a Greek Stoic philosopher who was born a slave, a man who spent his whole life performing at the whims of his owners. And he saw firsthand that his actions could not control others' reactions. Epictetus once wrote, "We cannot control the impressions others form about us, and the effort to do so only debases our character." He knew that we can only control our own reactions and, in turn, our character. The attempt to control others' perceptions require losing who you are. Here's the truth. No one is going to save you. No one is going to come down and hand you the secret to happiness. Life doesn't work that way. Life presents you with choices, and because of this little thing called death, you only get a short window of time to make them. The more you live in the image of others, the more you surrender your freedom. The more you let others dictate who you are, the less respect you have for yourself. And once you strip away self-respect, others will notice. Think about it. All those sacrifices to fit in, the sleepless nights, the forced smiles, the gritted teeth at events you never wanted to attend. What do they give you back? Nothing but more sleepless nights, more events you don't enjoy. True respect, true friendship, true love doesn't come from squeezing yourself into someone else's shape. It comes from honesty, from knowing what you enjoy and allowing others to know it too. That's where real connection lives, not in the mask, but in the truth behind it. Here's a test you can try tonight or tomorrow. When someone asks something of you, don't answer right away. Sit in the silence. Notice the knot in your chest, the way your tongue presses your teeth to say yes. Then ask, if no one would ever judge me for this, what would I say? That pause, that moment of breathing before you answer, that's who you are. If the answer is no, let your answer be no. Not with an apology, not with a long excuse, just a simple, honest no. Here's the final piece. This isn't a one-time thing. It takes time. It takes practice. It's about stacking your true decisions, one on top of the other, for months, for years. And along the way, choose to surround yourself with people who respect that truth. People who see your no's not as rejection, but as proof that you actually know yourself. Here's the truth. Every yes you give when you mean no chips away at you, one small piece at a time, until one day you've given so much away that you don't even remember what you wanted in the first place. The moment you stop trying to please everyone, you stop living on their terms and start living on your own. But here's the cost. You will feel uncomfortable. You will feel the sting of disapproval, the silence after you say no, the awkward glance when you don't go along. And that's okay, because discomfort is not danger. It's proof that your suffocating prison cell is fading. The guards in the watchtower's gaze no longer rule you. Each no opens the prison door a little wider. Each step takes you closer to the life that belongs to you and no one else. And here's my challenge to you. For the next 7 days, Say no to one thing you don't want to do. Just one. Watch how it feels. Watch how it changes you. It's human nature to want to be liked, but that doesn't mean you have to lose who you are as a person. Because freedom doesn't arrive all at once. It arrives one choice at a time, one no at a time. If this resonated with you, share it with someone who might need to hear it, because chances are they're carrying the weight of others' expectations too. And if you want to take this deeper, watch my video on 3 specific habits that will build mental fortitude. It'll show you exactly how to keep building that inner strength.